forgive or to go totally full villain. Okay, my face, your screen, and you're looking at a mildly unstable but deeply insightful woman who likes to meditate but also Googles how to hide a body in a suburban area, how to curse someone with a look. So my Google history is very questionable. Okay, yeah. So today, let's get into some emotionally complex situations. This is one of life's juiciest dilemmas. Okay, do I forgive or do I plot someone's downfall like a Netflix anti-hero with no purpose and nothing to lose? What do we do? Which is best? Now, we've all been there, okay? Somebody hurts you. Maybe they ghosted you. Maybe they borrowed your charger and never returned it. Maybe they told someone a secret. You told them it was a secret. And don't do that. Don't tell people secrets. And if somebody does tell you a secret, don't go telling everybody. I have so many secrets. Other people's secrets. It's scary. So don't do that. But maybe somebody done you down. Okay, somebody did you bad. And you trying to decide, is this bad enough to go onto YouTube and learn voodoo? Or do I just walk away from this? It's a tough decision. I know. I've been at the point where I'm like, well, in my mind, I'm looking at all these torture methods, okay? So, but then I've also been, you know what, screw you all, whatever, okay? So today I'm going to give you 7 reasons to forgive, and also 7 reasons why you should go full revenge mode, okay? Because both sides are kind of good, okay? Yeah, I shouldn't say that, but it is. I support balance, okay? So, like a spiritual Thanos. Let's begin. Okay, we're going to go with 7 reasons to forgive first. Why to choose forgiveness over revenge. So, number 1, inner peace is cheaper than therapy, okay? Revenge takes effort. It takes effort, it takes planning, it's tiring. Revenge is tiring, and they don't even know you're planning the revenge, so they're just living their best life. Forgiveness is free, okay? And who has the energy to carry the excess baggage of revenge anyway? When your spine is already hurting from laying in bed scrolling for 8 hours. Number 2, karma is HR for the universe. Okay, that is your human resources department. Okay, they're going to take care of shit. Okay, karma takes care of things. Let karma do its job. Okay, it might be slow, but it's thorough. Okay, karma is thorough. And karma is way more creative than anything you could look up by binging true crime documentaries for 6 days, okay? Let karma deal with it. Simple as that. Number 3, revenge makes you ugly on the inside, okay? You might look fabulous planning and plotting and all of this. You might look fabulous. You might have the talk and the walk and the look and but holding on to hate is like that thing they always say. It's like drinking poison, hoping for the other person to die. They don't even know you're plotting their demise, okay? They don't even know it. And chances are before you can get to your plot, to the punchline, karma dealt with them already, okay? So drinking poison is emotional constipation, and the death is your sleep. So that is why forgiveness is better. Walk away. Because you're the only one suffering when you hold a grudge. They don't, because they don't even know about it. Number 4, very important. You have also done stupid stuff. You have also hurt people, okay? So before you light your torch and pick up your emotional pitchfork, think about how many people might be after you. And are you ready for that? Because you've done some shit in your life. How many times have you posted K to a message? That's emotional damage, okay? What if every time you do that, that person grabs a torch and an emotional pitchfork and starts Googling and watching true crime documentaries and plotting your demise, okay? So You're not innocent, okay? Walk away from it. So that's good advice. Oh my gosh, I'm good. Number 5, time is a limited resource, okay? Do you really want to waste your time on plotting someone else's demise, on plotting revenge? Do you really have nothing better to do with your time? I have so much better. Baby, go climb a mountain, go for a walk on the beach. If you're not anywhere near a mountain or beach, if you're not that lucky, then I don't know, take a picture and put a motivational quote on it. I'll tell you, you can take any picture, put a quote on it. You know, so that's real power. Okay, do something better with your time. Okay. Number 6, forgiveness confuses your enemy. This is true. I have seen this, I have done this, okay? The biggest power you have is, even if you have to pretend, okay, is forgiving someone who does you down. Somebody really hurts your feelings, somebody does something really bad, forgive them. Just pretend it doesn't matter. Or even if they know they hurt you, just forgive them, okay? That's terrifying to people, okay? Especially for someone who's truly your enemy. It is terrifying to them. Nothing is more unsettling to toxic people than growth. Okay, so yes, confuse that. Number 7, you deserve peace, not plot lines, okay? You're not a character in a telenovela, okay? You're a human being who has to pay bills, who has to live their life, okay? Don't waste your time. All the time, I know from when I was younger, all the time that I've lost on plotting someone else's revenge, which I never did. You know, to spend all that time plotting. By the time the plot is perfect, I've got it perfect, I'm like, was it really that serious? You know, they've just lost their job. Oh, shame, man. You know, so don't waste your time on shit. Live your life. You're losing. Remember, every moment is there for one moment. You can never get it back. Once that moment is gone, it's gone, okay? Every moment that you don't live or appreciate what you're doing, you can't recreate. People try to recreate memories. People will go to a family gathering or something and they'll miss the moment. And afterwards, people will say, oh, this is so cool. You're like, I missed that. I was in my mind, I was plotting something else, you know, and they miss it. And then they try to recreate it with TikToks and Photoshop. But you cannot recreate a moment. If it's gone, it's gone. Okay. So live your life. Appreciate your life. Stop thinking about the person who didn't bring your charger back, borrowed your prettiest dress and spilled red wine on that white little number. Don't. Now 7 reasons, this is the fun part, okay? 7 reasons why revenge is the way to go. Okay, number 1, closure. Who needs closure? No thanks, I want justice. I want closure, I want justice, okay? This was my life story for a very long time. Now I'm too old for that, I don't care. But forgiveness is overrated when someone truly deserves a dramatic unraveling. Okay. It's like you're not bitter, you are just as forwarded, okay? Because revenge is really nice when closure. Number 2, sometimes revenge is just too satisfying to opt for forgiveness, okay? There's a reason revenge has a whole genre. Okay? It's a whole genre on its own, okay? Have you ever gotten back at someone so perfectly? Speaking from experience. Have you ever gotten revenge on someone so perfectly that you high-five yourself? You know, I would high-five myself now for effect, but I can't take a coffee. But that's yes. Okay, so nothing is quite as satisfying as revenge. Okay, think of revenge this way. You're basically doing God's work, doing karma's work, giving them a day off. Okay, so revenge isn't petty. It's teaching lessons. Okay, consider it like a divine retribution with flair. Forgiveness is for the patient. Okay, let's face it. I'm spicy and impulsive. Okay, so this is why it's so hard for me, forgiveness. Waiting for karma feels like buffering, or the dial-up days. Okay, it feels like that. Watching, sometimes karma takes long, eh? And what if I'm not around when karma? Nah, take the wheel, drive the plot. Okay, burn the metaphorical village. So that's number 4. Number 5, unfortunately, it's true that some people only learn through consequences. Some people learn by seeing the damage they've done. Other people learn only through consequences. So this is a good reason for revenge, because it's like forgiveness lets them off the hook, and then they just continue doing it. Okay, revenge, that's like an educational seminar. Okay, with some dramatic lightning and soundtrack playlist going. But so unfortunately, some people don't learn through forgiveness. If they do something bad to people and it affects you really bad, and you forgive them, they don't learn lessons. To them, it's kind of like, yeah, I won, And sometimes for someone like me, seeing that look of I won, it's just too much. I'll show you. You know what I mean. So sometimes that's really, yeah. Some people have to learn through consequences, unfortunately. Number 6. Now you see, this is where it becomes difficult when you start thinking about should I take this revenge? You've got it all plotted out. You got the whole plot. It's all there. You got the playlists going. You've already drafted the revenge email in your notes app. Let's be honest. It's eloquent. It's devastating. And it contains the phrase, as per my last email, I wasted. So if you've gone that far and you've got this whole revenge plot worked out to the T, why should, go ahead. Go ahead. I can't think of a good reason not to do it. Okay? It depends what they did to you, I suppose. I don't know, but that's a good reason to take revenge. That's a good reason. You came that far. Click send. Click send and destroy it. Okay, pitchforks and emotional tortures. Number 7 on why revenge is the option. Because there's a point where you're just tired of being the bigger person. Okay, I'm tired of being the bigger person. I don't know about you, but you get tired. Today, the bigger person thing is exhausting. Now, when it comes to revenge and forgiveness, this is something that really gets me. When people always say to you, someone will do you down, and people will say to you, be the bigger person. Okay, firstly, I am not a big person physically, but I am not the biggest person you're going to meet. But sometimes you're tired of being the bigger person. Some days you don't feel all that big. You feel more medium-sized, okay? You possibly slightly unhinged. Okay, you've earned it. So sometimes I have earned it. I have earned the revenge, and I don't want to be big today. I want to be small. I want to be small with a big plot. On a more serious note, though, revenge and forgiveness. Now, I have done the revenge thing most of my life. Most of my life. You do me down, I'm going to wipe you out, and that was it. But life is not a game. Okay, there's no more lives. Okay, and I'm not saying I've unalived someone, but revenge, taking revenge, plotting revenge, the time you waste on planning your revenge, they don't get hurt. They're going to have that down for one day, but you wasting 6 months on this magic plan too. It's not worth it, hey? It's not worth it. Walk away. Just walk away. Karma will deal with it. HR department does not sleep, okay? So walk away from it. I'm old now, so I'm at the point where I don't do revenge anymore. I was big on revenge in my life, but I believe in forgiving. I forgive everyone, okay? Maybe not the child PDFs and all of that, okay? Maybe not them, but I forgive people. Because it's your job to forgive people. You're supposed to forgive people. It's good for your own mental health. But forgiving someone when you forgive someone, it doesn't mean forget. When people say forgive and forget, they don't know what they're talking about. Okay, they do not know what they are talking about. You cannot forgive and forget. If you forget, they're going to do it to you again. Okay, or somebody else is going to do it again. You forgive, but you file it. I got a penguin system. I put it penguins, okay, in the brain, in the filing cabinet in the brain. So you forgive, but you do not forget, because you don't want people to do it to you again. If you see the red flags later on, you'll recognize them, okay? You can still, with that person that you forgave, you can have a normal, I have many people like that I have forgiven for the most atrocious things that they did to me. And they can be my friend, and I can have a good conversation with them, and we can go on vacation together, and everything's fine, and I don't think about that. But if there's a red flag, I notice it, okay? I notice it. I will die for this person, the people, but I will see a red flag when I see it, and they will not do that to me again. So forgive, but do not forget, okay? You cannot forget. It's not, Christians will tell you that you have to forgive and forget. Nowhere does it say forgive and forget in the scripture. Nowhere, nowhere. Because your brain cannot forget. You are a human being. And if you forget, no. Then another thing, people have this thing of claiming innocence. I never hurt them. I never meant to hurt them. If somebody says they are hurting because of something you did, it doesn't matter whether you meant it, whether you think you did wrong. If they're hurting and they say you hurt them, you hurt them. You cannot, if somebody says, I'm hurting, then they're hurting. And it's because of something you did, then it's because of something you did. It doesn't mean you have to go feeling guilty and all this now, but just accept that if someone's hurt, don't say, oh, they're lying, they're acting, they're drama queens. If somebody's hurting and they say it's because of something you did or said, then they are hurting because of something you did or said. Accept it. It happens. You don't have to know you're doing it or do it deliberately, but if they're hurting, they're hurting.